Jesus went on from there and walked beside the Sea of Galilee. And he went up on the mountain and sat down there, probably looking for a quiet moment. And the great crowds came to him. So they're following him. So you know how you'd like to go out to sea in a boat into the desert or up on a mountain just to have a breather, because his priority was to pray and to be with the Father. But they followed him. So he's gone up to a mountain. Great crowds came to him, bringing with them the lame, the blind, the crippled, the mute, and many others. And they put them at his feet, and he healed them, so that the crowd wondered when they saw the mute speaking, the crippled healthy, and the lame walking, and the blind seeing, and they glorified the God of Israel. Going into verse 32. And then Jesus called the disciples to him and said, I have compassion on the crowd because they have been with me now 3 days, up on the mountain, following him around, the lame, the blind, the crippled, for 3 days. And Jesus has compassion because they have nothing to eat. And I am unwilling to send them away hungry lest they faint on the way. And so then it goes on to, me feeding the multitude. But see, they're following him, the blind, the desperate, for 3 days. They wouldn't have known how long it would take before Jesus chose to move and release the miracles. But desperate, they would have abandoned their farms. They would have had animals and things to care for. And no wonder he could heal them all, because anyone half-hearted wouldn't have gone up the mountain in the first place. They wouldn't have pursued him for 3 days. No food, it's telling us 3 days no food. And I ask the question again, do you reckon we've got more faith today than people did then? People write to me, I'm having a meeting in Brisbane, and an hour away is a town called Ipswich. Oh, excuse me, when will you be coming to Ipswich? Right. I don't have any meetings planned for Ipswich, but I'll be in Brisbane, next week. Oh, no, I don't like to drive so far. It's an hour away. And I'm thinking, if you're going to a specialist, you're for sure coming into Brisbane. You're coming in to see them, but you're not coming to see Jesus, what Jesus will do for you. And I don't write that to them, but that's what I'm thinking. And so here, there's levels of desperate faith. Their faith was rewarded. The goodness of God. But see, how in those days? They didn't have cars or vehicles. They had people carrying them or guiding them, stumbling up a mountain. They wouldn't have been nice, smooth tracks made by, the rangers and parks and garden services. The lame, the blind, the crippled, for 3 days, no food. That's desperate faith. And then just the detail here. I love the detail of the compassion